Hi, I see there's two people watching. Um, I'm just going through and checking every other or other people's combat system so I can see what I want to do to ours today. Seeing what other people have. None of this works so far. Hi, Greg. So I'll wait till other people show up till I explain exactly what we're doing. Just because, yeah, I don't want to repeat it. But just stick around for a second until other people show up. Wait, you're fixing the I'm not fixing the combat. I'm trying to, like, make it satisfying. Because I don't feel like it's satisfying right now. Let me see. I know this guy made a combat system a while ago. I was checking because we used to work together, and this guy had a parry system that I thought I might want to include. And when I went back to look at the combat, it felt a lot more satisfying. Like, just doing this, like, it felt a lot better than what I have. You know, I think it's more glitchy, but I want to see if there's any elements from this that I can add to make ours a lot more satisfying. This I can't do, this type of lunge, because that takes a ton of keyframes. The issue is a lot of the stuff that makes it so oh, I'm sorry. A lot of the stuff that makes it so satisfying is... You can hear me, right? You can hear me. Let me turn the music on. Forgot about that. A lot of what makes it satisfying is a ton of animations that make this one character cost 7 thermo, and I can't have that. I'm looking for like 2 thermo, so I can't do any of the really complicated animations like that. Or not that. I'm trying to get the lunge thing to happen. Yeah, like that. I can't do that. Oh, then I know how to make them satisfying. Just make it, we can combo through pressing square and triangle and split, or instead of just spamming square and triangle at the same time. That's not how it works. You don't spam those at the same time. Is that what you do? Let me show you. You can do square to do these combos. Square, triangle, triangle to do those. I don't know what a better way of doing that would be. Do you have a better idea? Because yeah, I'm very open to that right now. But I really like the way that blocking works in that guy's game. Let me get back to it, because right now blocking, because I press triangle and nothing happened. You have to press it, fast. Like, don't press it once, just like, after pressing square, just press triangle a couple times and you'll do it. But the way blocking worked there seemed pretty much perfect. So I want to see if we can try and port that. So it gives you a different bar that depletes. And then that bar, I assume, slowly regenerates. Well, it doesn't, but it probably should. And then you can also parry attacks. Oh, see, my block is broken now, so I can't block anymore, I think. Oh, okay, so once it's down, it takes a little bit to regenerate. Okay, glad you could clear that up. Yeah, but then I believe if you, like, do it at the right time... Come on. Okay. I'm not doing this good. I think you can parry attacks. Yeah, like that. But I can't do exactly that, but I can have, like, a parry. But do you think I should have a block system like this, where there's a bar like that slowly depletes, and when you're blocking, you can't take damage? Because right now, blocking... Oh, so are you thinking of adding a parry attack? I think it would work best that after you block when they attack at the same time, it stuns them. I'm thinking it might want to add a parry, but I think what's most important is to first figure out what blocking does. But also, I really want to dissect what makes this combat so satisfying. I think it's that you're always tracked onto the enemy, right? Like, let me actually, I think I can... Okay, I just exit out of it. Let me make a quick system where we can swap between this character and Ben. I think this will work. Because I want to do, like, a direct comparison between them. Hello, Ben. What I can do is make a selector, have it be controlled by a controller, and whenever you click, I don't know, what's a button I don't use? Do we use... Oh, that's a lock on. Okay. Oh, we could just, yeah, when you use right button, it will do this, and then we can make this be set for you, and then make this set for you. Okay, sorry. Wait, like a target? No, like you're always like, just let me show you. Will this work, by the way? It's not working. Oh, I forgot to set it to, that. Okay. Okay, it still doesn't work. What's wrong? Oh, that's clicking the wrong button. There you go, look at that. Here, and then I'll add one more thing just to make this a bit of a time saver. We'll click force position. So now we can swap between Ben and this guy. That's pretty cool, right? So look with ours. Oh, okay, it already works pretty well. Here. To make it be perfectly accurate, I'll add in the enemy tag. I think a lot of it's in the enemy, actually. You target on the enemies. Yeah. There is already a system like that, but I guess it's just not good enough. Oh, it literally has the enemy tag on it. Okay, so this is like exactly like my system. Is it missing anything? I think it's not. That should be it. Yeah, look. Okay, great. So, I think a lot of... This looks way better than normal enemies, right? Would you say that? Let me... I can bring in the normal enemy to showcase what I mean. Because I think a big part of the issue now looking at might just be the enemies not reacting well enough. But I think auto-targeting, or just some sort of targeting system would help a lot as well. So, let's see. You see what I mean? That's not that reactive, but with this, that's a lot more. You see what I mean? For one, the rumble in the controller is more intense, which I think is an easy fix to do. But that compared to that, it just feels so much more. Now, one issue is I can't actually have the enemy move like that because there's multiple levels where there's, like, you know, platforms, and if the enemies fall off the platforms, they'll insta-die, and I can't have that. So, there's... Okay, Greg, because you're the first person here, and probably the only person for a bit. I could have it that enemies move that far back, like this guy does. You see, like, when he gets knocked back. I could have that be a level-specific thing. So, for instance, level 4 enemies do that. Or no, not level 4. Let's see. Level 1 enemies do that. Level 12 enemies do that, where they, like, do that. You see what I'm talking about? Where they, like, back up really far when you hit them, which is really satisfying. I could have that for levels that don't have, like, pits that you can fall in, or I can have there be invisible walls that prevent the enemies from falling off the cliffs. So, which one of those is best? Or I could just not have the enemies back up like that. But I think it adds a lot. Just passing by real quick to say hello. No! This is important. Damn it, you were like... Oh, you were gonna be so good at this. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well... And then I'll also, real quick, let me see if I can make it so this guy targets Ben. Looks at him. Hi, Nick 10. I don't know where the code is for that. That makes the guy look at you. Does it exist? Oh, here it is. Just change that to character. Okay. Yeah, that's so much more satisfying. So, let's start by changing the rumble for the... I mean, you can't even feel the rumble, but just for my own. I'll change the rumble, which is here. Yeah. I'll just make this timeline longer. And I think that... Yeah, that's good. Well, what are you doing today? I'm trying to overhaul the combat system, and I'm doing it, and I need help dissecting what makes other combat systems better. Because I got this other guy that someone else made, and I'm trying to see what makes this combat a lot more satisfying. I get, but that would make it too easy if they could back up like that. Maybe they can do that when they block. Enemies blocking makes it hard. Wait, I have no idea what you just meant. No, back up when you hit them. Like knockback, I mean, like that. They get knocked back when you hit them hard enough. The issue with that is I also have to have some sort of, like, targeting system as well. Let me deactivate the Forever Night for a bit, because I'd like to test it out with this guy. You see how we always stay on the target, really. And I don't know how that's done. It might just be that the character moves forward a lot, because look how far they move. When they attack. Okay, well, that's in lunge distance. Let me get a bit further away. Okay, that's an issue with this combat system. You target enemies even if they're really far away. But look how far we move. And if we switch over to Ben, he doesn't move that much at all. Do you think I should have the player move more? But doing that is too easy. It's best for them to back up after they block for too long and they take enough damage. Enemies don't block. I don't like that. But you see, do you think I should have Ben move forward more? And then another thing, that his attacks have more impact, his attacks lock onto the enemy, and the enemies get knocked back. Okay, so Greg doesn't think we should have knockback. I think there should be knockback. But what do you think gives them more impact? Because, is it just the glowing thing? I'm seeing... It looks like you can interrupt enemies' attacks. And they'll be stunned, and then they'll do their... Okay, so, is that how mine works? I can check, because I thought that was the system I used. Let's see. Okay, I'm having a hard time getting the timing right. No! Okay, so, attacking them does not interrupt their attacks. That's an issue, right? How do I fix that? First and foremost, I think the way to do that is by making this reset. This. I think the animations make the attacks look bigger. You think... Okay, that's something. Him moving forward more works, because Ben is a character that moves a lot, so if Ben daily just make it seem like he's staying still, so yes, he should move forward. Okay, great. Well, let's get to that in a second, but first... I'll reset this. Now let's see what happens. Alright, so all that happens here is that it just resets the animation. It doesn't... See? That's not good. It should, like, have a pause. So what's happening there that's making that happen? Hi, D'Angelo Ford. Okay. I could have it switch to strafing. which would work, I think. I'm scared to do this because you'll see, but this might be a way of doing it. And then I just wire. Okay, now let's see what happens. Okay, so it still just repeats the animation. That's weird. I thought these were set to. Oh, they're set to once. That's the issue. They're supposed to be set to sustain. Sorry, I'm just trying to code this. Okay, see that? We can interrupt enemies' attacks now. Actually, I think that adds a lot, right? Oh, actually, this works perfectly, I think. This is actually the way that the Leboans work. I don't know why he's spinning like that. But this is the way the Leboans work, where when you hit them, they start backing up and doing their strength animation. I think that works really well, especially in crowds, because it varies up the enemies. That's really good, I think. I do need to fix that issue where he's, like, moving. You probably have a lock-on system where Ben is a little far from the enemy. He jumps in his direction when you press... So, that actually used to be a thing. That was the lunge mechanic, but I ended up making lunge its own button. So you can just go to enemies by clicking R2, and you lunge to them. So that's a mechanic already in the game. Okay, that really did add a lot to me, but let's see. What can I do to make that better? I'd say I guess strafing is too long now because of this change, so maybe we just shorten that a bit, like, for a second, because if it activates so often, then that would be a lot. Okay, there's that. Was there something else I was gonna do? Oh yeah, the thing where he, like, looks at the enemy weird, or looks at the player weird. I have no idea why he does that, but I think I have a way of fixing that. I can have a not gate if you can't look at the player, and this not gate will activate a rotator that will basically stop him from rotating. By rotating him by 0 speed but 100% strength, it will basically just pause any sort of rotation. I think that's how that works. So now that should stop the rotating issue. I think that feels a lot better already. But you see, see how we don't, like, I don't know, I feel like we should go towards the enemy more. So I think making the player move more for attacks would help a lot. So I think that already helps a ton. Like, I feel like I'm attacking, I feel more powerful now. Now let's look at this guy, and see what the targeting system is. It must be in the attack chip. So it activates a tag, it moves, a rocket rotator. Interesting. So it will rotate to where it's moving. It'll rotate in the direction of its speed, is basically what the rocket rotator does. It's been a while. Okay, yeah, you can do a question time. I'm sorry if I'm boring, but this is, I think, important. Disable attacking button, okay. And a follower. So attacking activates a follower. That actually could work. So it's kind of like an invisible little, like, push that pushes you towards the enemy that you might not even notice. I like that. By the way, I added a hood. You can have a hood now in the game. So let's try that out. We can use the exact same one that this guy uses, just so we have all the stats already laid out in a way that works. So let's add this to Ben's attacks. I think during the beginning of them, specifically. Yeah, so I think the brunt of the issues within the enemy is, but yeah, I really do think impact is a huge part of it. Ultramate, if you're still here, I agree with you on that. So if there's a follower in each one of these, what will that look like? I think Ben could do more damage, and then when the enemies are defeated, they could be thrown away and fall further. Well, right now, enemies just, disappear when you, defeat them. Alright, now let's look at that. Oh, the rocket I see why the okay, wow. Oh my god. You know, guys, I think that helped a lot. Right? that helped a lot, right? Is it just me, or does that look like way better? Okay, it's a bit fuddled up. Is that the, I don't know what words I'm saying, because the center of it is focused on this guy and not Ben. So if I move that over there, it will work a lot better. But did that feel so much better that way, right? That felt incredible. I think that's gonna help a lot too. This is a lot easier than I thought. Also, I need to pull up my Google Doc, because I made a Google Doc that has notes on what I should be working on. And again, this is just part of it, because we also need to work out how blocks and dodges are gonna work. Because right now they're pretty much they don't do anything. And we can take a small intermission to showcase a couple things I've been working on for the past 2 weeks, because I've been gone. Dang has been fast track, because honestly that's way better. Yeah, I really like that. I mean, it was janky, obviously. We'll fix that, but let me pull up my Google Doc. Is this? Yep. Yeah, one change I'm going to make is that the player will no longer target the enemy tag, but a tag named target, which can be applied to more than just enemies. So the enemy tag will be used to detect if there's any enemies in the scene, which will be used to, like, get rid of those blue walls that prevent the player from progressing, and also, like, when the music should be going on, like the attack music. But things like destructibles will have the target tag, so the player can still auto-target to them, and it'll be a lot more easy to aim at them and attack them. I hope that made any sense. I don't think the enemy is just disappearing as good, even in particular Earth, they didn't fall to the ground. The reason that I had them disappear is because of optimization. And there's like 80 enemies, so I really don't want to make a attack or like a thing for all of them dying, but let me show you what it's like now. Right now. Also, this is Heat Blast without any changes yet to the combat, so it's old combat. But that's what happens. I am really excited for this. Now let's see Ben again. So I see why the rocket rotator's there now. Okay, look at that. That's good. But it's still like look at that. We're going like past the enemy. So okay, let's look back at the code, because we probably missed something that we were supposed to add to it. Where is it? Back here? Yeah, here it is. Let's look again. Okay, so at the end there's a mover to stop momentum. That makes sense. And then there's also the rocket rotator. So let's add both of those and see how it looks. Yeah, so the mover doesn't actually move you in any direction, it just stops movement. Similar to what I did with the rotator, if you remember. So we'll add the rocket. Did you add knockback to the... Not yet. No. We're going to get to that. We're just going piece by piece, okay? There's a lot to figure out here. So we have the rocket rotator, and then we'll bring in the mover. But would you admit that combat feels way better now? Because even if these small changes, I think, are helping a lot. And then... See, I'm lining it up with the follower. I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not completely sure. But it'll be fine. Oh, this one already has a... That's odd. It has 2 movers? Well, we can get rid of that one. Alright, now let's see it again. Why is the player turning like that? Okay, well, now the player isn't going off in one direction, but they are still overshooting the enemy a bit. I think that's because they need to have a the followers. Okay, well, what's this guy's have? Because it's odd to me that these don't seem to have any minimum distance. I guess that might have just like not been a thing at the time. I don't know, but I think adding a minimum follower distance, so if you're right next to the enemy, it won't activate, is gonna prevent that issue. So let's fix that. Oh, I don't think I actually add the follower to the last one. No, let's do that. Did I? I don't see it. Okay, so we can just go to this. Hi, Fampus, by the way. And increase that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's behind the player. That's not good. I was a bit shoddy with my centering here. There. So I think that's close enough to the enemy that is a good distance. Maybe, yeah, 10 or 1 meter. And we can do that for this one as well. Which time? I am this, I don't know what I don't know. Is this one of your characters again? And then this one as well. Okay, yeah, it's one of yours. I don't know, man. Chroma. Okay. Let's see what that's like. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot less janky, but it does work as well. See? Now we target on the enemy is way better. Right? Yep, but it's harder because I actually add more characters. Okay. Oh, but we do attack. Our health modifiers are way too high. Look at that. We can attack them from really far away, which is not good. I feel like now that we've made the followers have a minimum distance, then we can make them more intense. I'm scared to do this, but I think this will look good. We're missing this one. Let's make it like 14? Let's see how that looks. I feel like we're not following the enemy anymore at all, though. Huh. Are we in a distance? We're not, now we are. I think I might have messed it up. Anyone else gonna answer? Ask them. You can have a variation of their stun animation. You attack them a lot, but they repeat the same ways. Okay, again, that's an issue of optimization. But give me a second, because I want to discuss that. But let's see. Yeah, now they're not doing it at all, are they? What's wrong? Okay. Now, so something about the minimum distance messes everything up, which is odd. I have no idea why that would do that. So we can't have a minimum distance, apparently. But it messes up... Look at that. Our character gets all janky. I think that's because we have 2 rotators at the same time. Because we also have this one. So if we get rid of that... Then... Would it work better? No, it's still glitchy. I think we need to have that rotator. But I'm not sure... Do we need the rocket rotator? Okay, now it's not as janky. Okay, there we are. We are like lifting up from the ground a bit to get to the enemy, which is an easy fix, but isn't that way better? Okay, we're going too close to the enemy. But that feels way better, right? I can also increase the camera shake, which would help as well, which is here. If we change that and put it onto here instead, let's see. Yeah, there's a more intense camera shake now. Does that help too? I think it does. The answer is, we're not right. I don't think any of us are right. Oh, okay, cool, I was right. Yeah, easy. But I'll move this follower down to the torso. Maybe that's causing it. I'm not sure what's causing the player to lift up from the ground. But besides that, don't you feel like combat feels way better now? With this targeting system from the followers, I feel like everything's a lot better. Move down. Okay, we still lift up. We lift up more. Okay, so the issue is the other way around. I think they need to be more, like, up here. Okay. We no longer lift up from the ground. Great. Okay. And then another change as well. Wait, what's wrong with the animation? Wait, something wrong happened. Wait, one of our animations was odd. What was that? What? Oh, I messed up a keyframe, I think. When did I mess that up? Okay, apparently I deleted that. Did I change anything at that time? No, I just changed the followers. I can change that again. Whoops. Okay. Let's do the changes again. Sorry about that. And about Ben's, I think to make it better, you should put arm that isn't attacking further back than where it is. Okay, we'll look at the animations later. If you can stick around. I'm just trying to get the code figured out, and I think we just made it a lot better, right? Someone say yes, because I'm waiting for you guys to agree with me, because I think that looks way better that way. Yeah, we'll do question time too. Is that all of the rotators? No. Okay, there it is. There we go. Also, his attack for here is delayed. I'll have to redo all this again, by the way. But that's alright. I just want to get the code figured out. Which attack is delayed? Oh yeah, these are way delayed for some reason. Okay, that's way better. Let's see it again. Yeah. I don't think it's perfect. Okay, we're not looking for perfect here, alright? But we're looking for really good, and I think this is a lot better. Especially the way the enemy gets interrupted by you. So now let's see how this works in a group, because that's the most important thing. Let's get a group of them in here. I think this would work way better in a group, because now you can interrupt the enemy's attack by attacking them. Is that good though? That you can just spam to stop enemies from attacking you? Because then that kind of gets rid of the reason to use a block, right? But it's also super satisfying, so there might need to be another use for a block. Or I can just get rid of that change. But yeah, this seems to work perfectly, with groups as well. Lunging still works too, all works. That is X. Greg, I'm just guessing. Gosh, that's a lot more fun. Alright. Also, I am going to make a change that makes enemies more optimized later. Because this is going to definitely unoptimize them a bit. I still think the alien should do a lot more damage. That was Ben, not an alien. Have certain abilities interrupt enemies. That is extremely hard, Famfits. That's very hard. Looks so satisfying. Yeah, lunging is fun. That is not easy at all, because then there has to be interaction where, like, the enemy would have to check if you're dealing damage, and if you have an ability activated, and the player would have to know that. That seems tough. I think that I might just have to get rid of that change, that you can interrupt enemies' attacks, even though that's, like, pretty fun. They 100 should do more alien. You can just turn the difficulty down if you'd like. There. More damage. Is anyone else gonna answer as well? Do more damage? What? Look, there's more. Now we look. I typed aliens instead of... Oh. I thought you were just saying it weird. So you're saying, like, they should 100% should do more, comma, aliens is what I am talking about. Now let's look at the other enemy, this guy, and see what else we can do. So I see there's the, yeah, there's still the knockback, which is great. I like that. The glowing is not possible, because that would be really bad for optimization. Keyblade just looks kind of weak. I don't know. The issue is, I can't have a ton of enemies on the screen at the same time, or like in the game at the same time, so I have to make enemies stronger than they would be like in the show, or like in another game, so I don't have to have a ton of them. Does that make sense? Because I don't want to exclude people who are on PS4 who can't handle it, because my PS5 can handle it, but a lot of you are on PS5, or PS4, sorry. Oh, look at the other guy. Alright, so do you think we're okay with the way combat works now? I can't do ragdoll. Also his enemies die quickly? Well, yeah. I just said why I can't do that. Because then the combat situations would be like 2 seconds and they'd be very easy. This guy's scaled for a different amount of health than the ones mine are for. Let me turn you back off. Turn you back on. What I can do is, right now I have this, like, this system that makes it so you can, like, stealth attack enemies, but it doesn't actually really work, and it's never able to be used in the game. And so by getting rid of that, I'll be able to save, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wires. So that's something. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna say the answer because Ari's the only one that answered. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. People aren't that interested in it. I'm sorry. Let's see then. So, can we agree that this is a lot better? Like, is this good? The way it's working now, that we can move on to block it, and then, well, I'll do a quick intermission to showcase a couple things. Always correct. I'm always correct. And I can write down the changes. I think I'll remember them. But do we agree this is a lot better? Why is this enemy so tough? Wait, that's not correct at all. It should be like 1900. That's way more than it should be. Wait, sorry. I think the enemy had like too much health for some reason. It was supposed to be a lot less. Oh. I definitely scaled it back to like 2000 or something, but I don't know why it's not showing up. Well, it's not supposed to be this much health. It's supposed to be less than that. Yeah, it's better, not quite satisfied, but it's... Okay, what do you think I can change? So, let's go through the things I can't do. I can't have ragdoll animations, that's just not possible in Dreams. I would have to make a completely separate version of the character, have that one have the connectors loose, and then have that emitted when this dies, and it would look weird, and it would not work, and it would add a ton to the, thermo. I mean, do you want to see how it would look? Because I can try. To appease you, I'll try my best. The way to do it would be to group all of it together, scope it out, delete the other things, go inside of it, turn on the X-ray connectors, and then make all the connectors loose, and now you have your ragdoll. Then you go in and make sure everything is movable. It is. And then you also have to, oh, I forgot, make it all collidable. At least have part of it collidable. That's not everything, but that's, yeah, look at that. I'd have to make, yeah, all this collidable, so let's do that as well. I'm not angry, by the way. I don't know why I'm talking like this. One question time 3? Sure, because I'm good at it. But, almost done. Okay, now it collides with itself, so we are, okay. It's not easy to do. For now, we'll keep it where it's only some of it has collision on, not all of it. Because that at least functions somewhat. Then, we'll also have to add a force applier, set to a timeline. That will move it all. Or actually, we can just do a mover, because that won't affect other things then. A very quick mover that's set to just to look space and for it to go backwards. That. Back and forward, I'd say. Or back and up, I mean. Okay, that doesn't work. It needs to be attached to the pelvis instead. There we go. Then we have to go to this timeline, get rid of all these effects, get rid of the fizz bomb, add a new emitter. Emitter set for this. This. No one came to my birthday, but I still have 2 friends. Who am I? That sounds tough. Alright, then we move this over here, directly on top of our Forever Night, and done. There's now a ragdoll thing. Let's see if it works. Ta-da! I mean, it's not good for people on PS4. It really wouldn't work. Yeah. So let me, yeah, I'll reverse that. I'm sorry, Ultraman, I can't do that. I could have different stuns. So I can look into that right now. You think that would help? Let me, okay, there we go. What I can do is I can use a randomizer. Actually, I have this in a level, I think. Have a randomizer set to true random with 2 timelines. Okay, this is, yeah. It's adding a lot of wires. You could do one falling animation just use instead of ragdoll. After they fall on the ground, they vanish. So, okay, that works. Well, let's see about that. So I would just have to extend this, and at the beginning of it... Okay, let me get rid of the connectors on screen. I know there's a lot going on. I'm trying to reduce all the noise as much as I can. There we go. Well, this is going to be a very simple, just falling over animation. I know it can... it'd be better in, like, the actual thing, not just, like, the prototype I'm doing now. Hands fall to the sides. And then, upon doing this, and we'll have, like, a little keyframe for that. Or we can do, like, this. I think I'm getting pretty fast at working on this stuff. Push it down a bit. Alright, then when it lands, let me move this. When it lands, we'll have the fog trigger. And we'll have it trigger from its new position instead, which would be down here. make sure the fog's big enough. I think that should be big enough. Okay, let's see that. Alright, that did not work. I forgot I need to, extend this, and then I can shorten that, and then let's try that again. Here, and I can also, if you have to testing this, I can just turn on easy mode, so it's easier to clean enemies. Okay, what do you think about that, Ultramate? Because that on its own takes up like 6 wires, and it's not that important to me. Do you find that to be a big difference? Because I'll do it, it's not that big of a deal. I can show it again. It looks a lot better now. Do you agree, Brad? Do you think that's like worthy of that? You answer? Oh, sorry, I didn't see. The answer is fish. We do it if it doesn't compromise PS4 players. Okay, that wouldn't compromise them that much. I don't think it would. That's pretty easy to do, I think. Okay, so that appeases you, Ultramate. Now what else is there? Different stuns. I feel like we're pushing it at that point. It looks better. Okay, cool. I feel like we're pushing at that point. Like, I don't think that's really necessary. Honestly, I think there's something satisfying about the same animation repeating, like every time you hit. Okay, wait, let me do this then. Why did that comment seem weird? Oh, it's because it's not stopping the attacks anymore. You hit them. Why is that not happening anymore? Did I remove that already? Who knows? Okay. Somehow, are you sure? No, I haven't watched it. Fish is a name that sounds sad, and this character sounds sad. Like like someone you're trying to like empathize with. It's not hard. X is kind of like a weird, like, you know, tech name or something, so it would work best for just 3 like periods, I guess. This is not hard to do, it's just vibes. I can okay, doesn't matter. Okay, I think, Ultramate, are we ready to move on to the next change? Because I think it's time to work on blocks. I'm sad we're not working on the actual set, because I can't just keep these changes off to redo them, but that's alright. I think I don't want to actually make the block, you can just have it be in theory. But the way this guy's block works is you click R1, it'd be circle for me. Any impression Greg just says I was correct, then question you. You see R1, then you get this block meter, and when you are attacked, come on, attack me. Oh, oh, wrong enemy. This guy doesn't know to attack me. Red guy does, though. Hello, red guy. Okay, now we're using red guy. There we go. We have a meter. Gets filled. And then look, you see when we get hit, we get damage, we get a little knockback. And we don't get any damage dealt to us, but the meter does, like, deplete. And then when it's gone, the meter is over, and then eventually it will come back. Fish, like, how is that name depressing? Do you feel sad about fishes? Fish is the name you give to a sad character, okay? See how that works? Do you think this is a good system for blocks? Have a meter that will, like, yeah. Do you think this is good? Just watch the Cinnamon Roll episode. I'm not gonna. This is not good blocking. Definitely experimental animation-wise, but I think that we made some great improvements so far about the PS4 experience. You can make an optimization option for PS4 that would hurt the That's not possible. To like, that's not... For it's not possible for this. There's some ways I could do that. I would have to, like, if I wanted to do that, make a whole separate game for PS4 and just like change the enemies to make them more optimized, which I could do, I guess. I could make like the PS5 version and the PS4 version that like removes customization and a couple like not important things to make the game run better. That's a cool idea. I'll think about that. But I like the knockback too. What do you think could be better about this blocking system? Because I think instead of just having to like remake it right now, we could just copy this one with changes. So just tell me what you think could change about this. Oh, another thing that makes combat look better, I forgot to mention this, is there's a thing you can turn on in the settings that I don't think a lot of people know about, called, I forgot what it's called, let me find it, called, okay, that's not it either, I need to find this, here it is, no run anim. This makes animations look better, I'd say. It really depends on your tastes, but... It basically removes any sort of procedural animations. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, we're improving the combat a lot. And I think we're having a good day. Happy April Fools. I'm not good at jokes. So... I don't think there should be a bar. Instead, I would make it so when you're blocking, you would still take damage, but reduce from what you feel. No, okay, that's not a good idea. Then you could just block forever. Yeah. So as you can see, Eagle Attack combat, we're just making it a lot better. It's gonna feel, you know, more impactful and everything. You target onto enemies a lot better. There's a lot of changes. I know we're clipping through the enemy. Ignore that. Besides that, it's a lot easier to attack enemies now. Yeah, so I think there should be a bar, because otherwise you could just do it forever. The way it works right now is that for some enemies, if you're holding up your arms, then they just can't damage you. That's the way it works right now. What's going on, everyone? Hi, King Kraken Games. I'm doing good. We're working on improving the combat system. I still don't know why it's not interrupting the attacks anymore, because that was a pretty explicit change we made to the code. I really missed that change. Okay, I think I just reversed it, because yeah, it's definitely gone. Here, I'll fix it. I think we might keep it. I'm not sure yet. Oh, yeah, no, we definitely reversed it, because these are set to 1 instead of sustain. Yeah, there it is. Maybe if the enemy has strong attack, he could break your defense. Okay. That's not easy to do. That's not easy to do. What is wrong with the bar idea, though? Like, why can't we just have a bar? Because I see that as working. I don't know who King Kraken is. Do you know, Greg? But let me re-add the rotator. because that's causing the enemy to be a bit janky. This is a really nice change though, because this was really annoying me how the enemy would just like randomly turn. But this is a very optimized way to fix it. If the defense can break, isn't it likely there'll be times you're stuck recovering defense while taking massive damage from bosses or something? Well, you can just dodge then. So my idea is, okay, let's just lay out the whole system right here, okay? I mean, it sounds cool. It does sound cool. Okay, you can attack, it deals damage, you can block, which will make it so that you can't take any damage, but it has a bar that will eventually break if you take enough damage. You can also dodge, which has a large cooldown to it. Ignore the screen, okay? Let me just pause the screen, because I'm going to change all of the stuff on screen. You can dodge, and it makes you move really far, but it has a huge cooldown to it, so you can't use it that often. So you can use that if you're in a pickle to get out and recover your defense. So right now you can dodge basically whenever you want, like constantly. My idea is instead, dodging makes you go way further, but there's a big cooldown to it. Okay, to preface Eagle Attack, Greg's doing the thing where he does like a riddle about his animations, and then you have to guess which character is being talked about based on vibes. Is that too far? That's too far, I think. Maybe you're like 16? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe more like 14. Right? So it moves you a lot further, so you can use this to get out of damage, or get out of like really scary situations, but then you can't just spam it constantly. So I think that puts you in situations where like you can evade enemies and bosses easily. I mean, right now, blocking isn't a functional mechanic and you don't just die, so I don't think adding blocking is gonna make, gonna put you in bad situations. Eagle Attack. But adding a cooldown, I love vibe checking that. It's hard to get a cooldown to work, I think, but let's see. I think the way I did last time was pretty simple. I just have a timer, set it to full. When it is full, you can go. When it's not full, you can't. And we'll just... Oh, this is easy, actually. There. 2 wires and we're done. Oh, oops. I think the dodge should take from the green bar that you use to do cool moves. You think the dodge should take Omnitrix energy? I don't think so. Oh, I answer your question. That's Gal. Or Glitch. Okay, why can't I block? Or dodge, there. Yeah, there we go. See, now there's a huge cooldown where you can only block. And then, after 10 seconds, come on. There we go. Okay, again, that's too big of a cooldown. I mean, I think 5 would work just fine. But now there's something to it. Right? I don't think the dodge should take from the energy bar, mainly because that'd be weird, because that's the energy bar, and I think there's other ways to make it balance without having to do that, but if that wasn't the energy bar, that would be a cool idea, I think. To be honest, if you can avoid damage completely by dodging, why would you want to block and risk it breaking? Well, dodging has a cooldown to it, blocking doesn't. I don't think it looks cool to have a cooldown for the dodge. Well, then what do you want, guys? What do you think works? I'm okay with having the dodge drain energy if you really want that. I can do that. 10 people watching, that's cool. I can get rid of the cooldown. And I can add a thing. Look how fast I'm moving. Wait. There, are you happy? I think having dodge drain energy is too limiting. Then what okay, too limiting. What's the way of doing this though? I like dodges. Should be a small distance so it's easier to get hit. Well, then what's the point of dodging? I think dodging should be like a quick ooh, let's get out of here. Whoa, let's dodge that attack. Whoop. And I'm okay with having a drain energy now that I'm seeing it in action. I think that's alright. So you can't spam it or else you're just gonna not have any energy to transform, or you're gonna de-transform. I'm okay with that. I don't think that's that limiting. I think it adds weight to the dodges. If you can't, yeah. Eagle attack, what would be a different system? Because again, I don't have a full complete idea here. I'm just going with what you think should work. I can regen or something. If you want to drain energy, it should have its own bar that can regen after a certain amount of time. So you think that there should be I think you should have to drain energy so you have to use. Thank you. Thank you, King Kraken. I think dodging should reward the timing of when you dodge right. Now you are dodging the enemy attacks way too easy. Dodging right. That's not something I can do, Ultramate. That would involve a level of interaction that is not that possible with my code. Let me check my notes for what I had written. Dodges overall will be quicker so they can be more effective, have a long cooldown. Additionally, with the cooldowns, a rumble in the controller will play if you try dodging during the cooldown. Okay, I can get not having a cooldown. I think draining energy works. Is that a good amount of energy to be drained though? I think it should be slightly more. And there is a way to regen energy, by the way. If you kill an enemy, you get energy back. And if there's no enemies, you start regenning, like you just saw there. Also, there's destructibles you can find that will give you energy, so there are ways to get it. And if you're using the alternate Omnitrix system, you can gain energy in combat. If you're Ben. Okay, I think having it be 3 instead of 2 is good. But, yeah, I like this. Or 2 for Ben, but 3 for aliens, something like that. And then I think that is a bit too far. I think I went a bit crazy with that. We can just go with 13.5. Okay, that's still insane looking. I think we can just stick with what it was at 10. Yeah. I don't think anyone liked the joke I made. It was fine. Dodge should take energy, it should take the 3 times. I think dodge should drain a little bit more, so it's a bit. Okay. Jeez, guys, okay, fine. 6, jeez. There, that's 3 times more than 2. That does drain a lot, though. Okay. We're gonna split the difference between my ideas and yours, and we'll go with 5. I like 5. And maybe 5 for Ben, 6 for enemies, 4 for Ben, 6 for enemies. The way I see it, you should have a separate bar that's way less than the orange expressor. Limit of 3 for dodge before having to wait for it to reach it back. That's hard, but I honestly think that's better than just the orange energy. I could have a charges. Let me show you accelerate. Oh, sorry, I forgot I have the alternate guy here. Okay. The accelerate, he has charges for his dash. Oh wait, that's literally dodge. I didn't realize that. That's funny. He has a couple charges, and then he has to regenerate those charges. See? And if I wait a bit longer, they'll all come back, so I'll just zoom around for a bit. There you go, see? Okay, 5 works? Alright. You can dodge 20 times in a row like that. Wait, like this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You're almost directly on the mark. Yes, but then you can't transform. Then what? Then you have no energy left and you're gonna die. Unless you're good and stuff. I can have it be more punishing, I'll do 6, but still. I think that's alright. I get what you're saying. Eagle, but I think it's just a lot more simple to have it be energy. Easier for, like, the player to understand. Not as much stuff going on the screen. I don't think it matters that much. But yeah, I do like that. And so, just to be clear, dodging will make you invulnerable while you're dodging. Because otherwise, you can, like, be in a stun animation while you're dodging, which will cause, like, interrupting animations. It just becomes a whole mess. And then, blocking will also make you invulnerable, but it has a meter to it. Okay. Just don't change the dodge, keep it how it was. No. Then you could just dodge out of anything. Now there's a rest to dodge, perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, are you a person that I should know? Let me look you up, because you have like a whole, like, profile picture and name and stuff. I'm gonna look up to see if you're like a big person or something, because that'd be cool. No, I can't find you. Okay, sorry. I was just seeing if I could find your channel. Did you just dodge? Wait, sorry, I can't see the message. Did you just dodge with no energy? You're right. Yeah, okay, one other thing. I'll have to make it so that if you have no energy, you can't dodge. You're correct. I didn't think about that. Alright, I think that works. And we can move on to some other smaller things. So, that was like the big thing that we just did there. I'm not that big. No worries. I was just... You were so professional with all your marketing. I was wondering. Everyone hates me, but I do post it. Cool. That was the big thing. I'm gonna start implementing that today, and I'll do that tomorrow. And in a couple days, we'll have a whole, much more satisfying combat system. With working blocks and dodges and all that. But, now we have that figured out, I'm just gonna do a quick intermission to showcase a couple new things. And then we'll move on to some other stuff I want your help with. So here's something new. After each level, there's a little screen that plays that says what alien you unlocked in that level. Because before there was no reward for unlocking an alien. Like, it wouldn't, like, tell you who you unlocked, you just had them now. And so this screen tells you, grab attack unlocked, and you can, like, rotate them, like, in the customizer and everything. See that? We got Shock Rock unlocked. Wrath unlocked. The answer is night. Greg. It's night, I think. I also added, I made the BC here for page 8, because I forgot to do that. So we have Humongosaur, Spire Monkey, Echo, Wild Mutt, Campbell, Swampfire, Big Chill, all of them. What else do we have to showcase? I think there's been a couple changes to some cutscenes to make them better. Like, there's a shot right here, which wasn't there before. That was a new shot. But not anything big. Oh, Fanbits made a transformation sequence for this cutscene. I'm not sure about it yet. We'll see how it goes. I think it still needs to work. Oh, sorry. Ignore that shot. Did you add knockback to enemies? No, I'll think about that. I'll explain why I can't do that in a second. Oh, I was right again? Cool. I have a really good vibe detector. King Kraken, probably not for a while, because they're pretty similar to the other, like, Ultimate Cannonball, just Cannonball. And I add aliens in sets of 5, so I'd have to have, like, a whole set just for them. And I'm okay with doing that, but that means I can't use all of them, which is also annoying, because there's more than 5 aliens, so I'm not sure how I'll tackle them, but I'll think about adding them in some capacity. You can, look like them, because there's a customization system. So, for instance, you can make Cannonball look like Ultimate Cannonbolt, if you want, by changing the colors. But could be 25% quicker? Maybe, yeah. I don't know, man. You thought it was cool? Okay, cool. Well, good for fanfits. Looks great. Great idea to add a goal to play through levels. That transformation looks amazing. Yeah, fanfits did a really good job. Also, I saw you, Faz Track. Well, it was a multiverses thing. I saw you in the comments of a multiverses thing. I swear to God, I saw you. Ultramate, though, could be a bit quicker. Yeah, sure. I'll relay that to fanfits if he's not here anymore. What else is there that's new? Here's a smaller thing that I did yesterday with level 6. Where's level 6? I made a lot of changes recently. Here we are. I added, like, overgrowth to the top of the place, which makes it look a lot more like a jungle now. Let me turn off, microchips. Yeah, see that? Here, let me turn off that as well. Look at that, isn't that a lot better? The little, like, overgrowth above everything. Did you, slackers? Probably. It was a multiverses thing. I know I saw you. Yeah, it was probably that. Doesn't it look a lot better with the... See, I can get rid of it. And I think that adds a ton to make it look more like a jungle. It's across everything now. So that's a cool change. I don't think I've done any, like, visual changes besides that, really. Well, for level 17, I did make it scarier. Before... Let me go back. Yeah, this is what it used to look like. It was a lot brighter. And you could see pretty well, which you shouldn't. And so now it's a bit darker looking. It's way better that way. I don't... Either the jungle or the level 17. Thank you for whichever one you're talking about. Okay. Oh, another thing. Shock Rock. His range attack was completely useless. Fanfits gave me the idea for it to instead pull you towards Shock Rock. So now he has this attack. I'm happy the game isn't going to just that. Yeah. It's sad though. Okay, is there anything else I did not showcase yet? Oh, I added, like, the mini-boss to the bestiary. I mainly just worked on fixing glitches, because there was a ton of those, and we're in, like, the polishing stage. Dark Horrors. You know, should I do that? Oh, thanks, King Kraken. I'll check it out after the stream. He messaged me the channel in this Discord. I can add that now. Do you want me to add Slenderman? I don't think he'd probably be a lot of thermo. He'd probably be pretty easy to, add. I think we have... Oh yeah, look at that. Only 83. We can fit Slenderman in here. It's not like a... There's not any floor. It's a pretty mellow level. I can handle it. How much thermo is that? 9? Ooh, it's not that, I can do that. Let me see if there's any other versions. Okay, that's not a good one. That's not good. Yeah, we'll have to go with this one. Okay. Where do I put Slenderman? He needs to be an Easter egg. Not easy to see. Like, when you get too close, he goes away. Like, maybe just, like, in this corner. And then whenever you shine a light, he'll just disappear. Make it Ben 10 now? Huh? Oh, talking about, Greg. You know you could do Ben 10. I can end my winning streak, but let's see. Oh, why can't we see? Oh, because the flashlight didn't turn on. It's fine. I'll consider putting Slenderman. I'm not gonna do it now. Okay. Let me just make sure there's not any other changes I made that I'd like to show off. I think all these are just bug fixes. Oh, the DLC hub. Well, two things. One, you can now turn on a hood. I know it looks pretty goofy, but it'll be worked on to make it look better. You can now have a hood, and then another thing over here. The DLC hub is complete. Honestly, I just picture his hand or something in the corner, and then when you get close enough, just, yeah, something like that. Yeah. We got high-speed Koros. It's a horrible name, I know. We got Nerkufos, Incursion, Xenon. So this is all prepared and ready for when, if I make DLCs. I'm gonna, okay, just covering my bases. Yeah, they all have things now. This one's great. Famous did a great job on this one. This looks incredible. I made this one. I think it looks pretty nice. I already had all the assets, so I could just paste them. Fast track? Huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, and then this is where Fanfitch's DLC will be. I think it's gonna be like Max Steel themed. Yeah. Makes you your screen sag if you look at him in this game, so we can do that. Okay, sounds like a lot of work. I'll figure something out. I might do that. I worked on the credits a bit, but you know, no one cares about that. Like looking at the new credits, I mean. Oh, another thing is, before there were like 6. If that will be a DC. Oh, Fast Track. I do really like Fast Track. Yeah. Is Fast Track still played? Was Fast Track played? I can check my lists because I have like my tier list. I think Fast Track. I want to do Fast Track because I think he'd be really fun for combat, parkour, and I think he has a really nice design. So I think I'll do Fast Track. I don't want to make any promises. Okay, but yeah, before there was like 9 levels where you actually never collected the Omnitrix Crystal. And so now you either collect it in the level or the cutscene afterwards. For instance, with level 13, sorry, I'm slurring my words. For instance, with level 13, the crystal pops out, as well as Zombozo, instead of just Zombozo, so there's that change. But then in other levels, like level 17, you find the crystal now. Level 6, you find the crystal. So yeah, basically, oh, the only level missing is level 9, because I'm still trying to figure out where to add it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. But yeah, so now you actually do collect the crystals, which was an issue. I'm gonna go. Hope you all have a great week, and also congrats on the game being 99% done and coming out soon. Thanks. I don't know why I'm talking so quick. Okay. Goodbye, Eagle Attack. So I think that's most of the new stuff. There's probably a couple things I'm forgetting. There were a lot of small improvements that no one really cares about. But now I want to talk about the other thing I want your guys' help with. This is the last thing. I just want to differentiate some enemies. Like, if we go to set 4, or no, not set 4. Set 3.6. We have Feedback. We have Swamp Fire. And we have Beetle, all with double jumps. And they're not that different. And I want to make them different. I think that's really important that they're different. Like, have different uses for platforming. So I wanted to do that. Let's see what else is there. Oh, I also want to overhaul the enemies in level 13. Yeah. Oh, one other question I had is with Wild Mutt. Can we have think these? Oh yeah, sure, I have time. With Wild Mutt, right now his dodge actually has like a break to it before it activates, which I actually really like that concept. But I think it should make him move further. Do you guys agree with me? So there's like it's higher risk, higher reward as a dodge, because there's like a point where you can be damaged during it. And also he's supposed to be like really fast, so I think it'd work. Oh, I'm so happy with the changes we're making today. I can just imagine Eel doing a Mario jump, but something that made me chuckle. He would do that. I'm thinking about that. Should I have something like that? I don't know. I think it'd be too goofy. Yeah, there's nothing else that big. I had like a couple Easter eggs in the opening to this cutscene. There's spray paint on the walls now. It's very hard to read. You have to like pause it and like, yeah, zoom in to see it. I'm not gonna say what it is though, so. Yeah, I think that's most of it. I can keep playing through that so you can look at it again. 1 SR guess of 3 kangaroo. What did you just say to me? What does that mean? 1 SR guess of 3 kangaroo. Okay, are you saying first of 3 as in like feedback? Kangaroo. I have no idea what you mean. Oh, you're talking to Greg. Lunch, maybe add more animation to his back legs. They do look weird. I agree. Yeah, I can do that now. And that's not his lunge. His lunge is a separate thing. This is his dodge. The lunge takes you towards enemies. The dodge, you can just, you know, run away. You know, I get. Sorry, Ultramate. I was confused. I can, here, wait. I'll turn on a NOT gate so we can activate it. Let's see. Yeah, and those look really weird. I'm going to arrange it, the won't look at Batmirk. Okay, cool. Whatever that means. And then his arms go out, I guess his legs. Yeah, that's good. His legs go more out as well. But let's see. What's happening? Why can't I dodge? Okay, there we go. I think it's also his torso doesn't move. Yeah, he's really stiff. Wait, let me read the thing. What is it? Major I still have potential. I may be weak, but I still defeat a faker. I have no idea. I don't know, Charmcaster or something? Alan is the Heat Blast. Is the Pyronite human hybrid guy. Just one question, Greg. Is it hated by the fam or hated by... Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, this is... Wait. We'll have his head go up for this. No, his torso go up. And for this, we'll have his... Go down. Yeah, let's see that. Made by the Phantom. Oh, that makes him... I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, that looks so much better. Yeah, okay, great. Well, that's some cool animation help. I was trying to make it, you know, more useful, but that makes it looking way better. So I'll just increase the speed a bit. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so this dodge is now more unique. And then I'll turn off the NOT gate. The enemies won't look at... Yeah, I assumed you meant that. I was joking. Oh, that's annoying. I'm sorry. You sure they don't have, like, the tag that's being looked at inside of them as well? Because that's an issue that I've had. It could be the maximum radius. I don't know. You've probably already seen it. Or you've already probably been through all the things I'd say. Yeah, there's not much new. Oh, I did add a couple more landmarks to level 16. Ooh, blocks would be a good guess. And when we turn on Studio Light, we got still great sign of that. These buildings are different. There's a new platforming section here. That's a lot better. Then we have this building. Oh no, I already showed you that. We have some of this like rock rubble as well now. We have a bridge. I think that was already there. Where's the new stuff? I swear it exists. Oh yeah, we got the Burger Shack sign that like dims out when you go near it. We got a couple of buildings in the background. Actually, I think you can go towards that one. Yeah, so there's a couple changes. Oh, and there's lights here that tell you how many of the generators you need to depower for this gate to open. So there's that as well. Okay, yeah, I'm done with my intermission. Ultramate, do you have any ideas? So for Swamp Fires, I'm thinking it should be more of like a, well, it already kind of is, but it's not perfect. It should be like a glide, or basically just makes it so you can stay in the air and like move forward for a bit. Does that make sense? And then Eagles, I have no idea what Eagles should do. It goes straight into a ground smash, which is a cool concept, but I don't know what it does actually. Like, it deals damage to enemies, there's something, but that means it's just a better version of feedbacks. So maybe the issue here is feedbacks. I don't know. Another change is, if there's no ground for feedbacks to ground smash into, it doesn't play the sound, and there's no, like, electricity, just this. So that's kind of cool. Oh, sorry, I messed up the animation. The answer is Nanomech, because they defeated a fake Nano Queen, and they were hated by the fandom, but they still have potential with their powers. Okay. Ideas about what? The three double jumps, and how to make them unique. This, and then this. Anything else on my notes I wanted to go through? I think that's all of it. I wrote down a couple glitches too. Yeah, it's mainly just making those 3 different double jump things more unique. But if you don't have any ideas for that, I can probably figure it out. There's one other thing I want help with. Are you guys done arguing? Oh, Pampus came up with a great name for this guy. He used to be called Wisp Goliath. He's now called, was it Fung Goliath? I think it was that. Way better name. I can check. I used him in the bestiary. What? Where is he? Huh. Oh, I forgot to change the name. Let me do that now. Swampfire and Beetles look cool. Thanks. Yeah. Well, I think Swampfires looks pretty buggy. What was the name you came up with? Fanfits. I'm checking the Discord. Yeah, Fungoliath. That's such a good name. Okay, sorry. I saw you in chat now. I was looking at something else. Let me change that. I would never have guessed Nanomech. Hi, the cooler epic drawing. We're just fixing a couple small things real quick. And since it was a hard question, yeah. So any ideas, any of you, on how I can make those 3 double jumps more unique? Because I know it's tough, but I don't want any of them to be superior, just better in certain instances. And that's a really hard thing to get right with something like a double jump. I think, honestly, Stormfire's is unique enough. All I have to do is make it allow you to glide longer. But Eagles and Stormfires are the exact same, except Eagles is just better. That needs to be fixed. I could have them both be the same distance, like, you both jump the same, like, height, but I feel like there could be something more to it. But yeah, besides that, I think I'm done with this stream. I think we're done with like all the things I had planned to do this stream. We might come up with more. Also, I did add one more logo to so Umpire can move more his hands when he is releasing. Oh, that for sure, yeah. The animation is super buggy. I'll fix that soon. Not buggy, just janky, I think. Rex should just shoot himself up. Eel shouldn't be boosted up. He should just glide stone like Heat Blast, but he's shorter. What does that mean? Wait, what? Eel should glide? He glides down like Heat Blast. He glides down like Heat Blast. Looks when you double jump transition. Yeah. Everyone's aware that Swampfire's double jump is bad looking. Could shock the ground when he double jumps. Okay, let me show you this and then we'll get back to that, because I just want to get off of this subject and then I'll keep talking about the double jumps. I just want to show off the new logo. I found this one on the Reddit. It was for like a steampunk thing. The person gave me permission to use the logo. I think it looks really nice. Okay. Why did I say down? Let's get back to it. And now, to show this correctly, I'm going to need to make a floor, so let me make a floor. Okay. This is how Swampfires works, and then he can also do this. This is his light jump. This actually doesn't serve much of a purpose right now, so maybe that could do something. But he already kind of does shock the ground with that one. And even then, how would shocking the ground make it more unique? I'm sorry you joined near the end. Beetle has the ground smash. Eels is so much better because it's longer and he can like move during it. Right? Like he can turn directions and everything. So on fires is really quick, just like whoop. You're in the air now. I could just increase the height of Swampfire's double jump so it's more than Eagle's. I could do that. And so Eagle's gives you more control, but feedbacks is higher. I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal because you only have both of them in the same set for like 2 or 3 levels, I think. I'm pretty lost. I mean, we can move on if no one has any ideas. Oh, one change I did make is for Goop. When you use his acid touch ability, you now control the gravity projector. See? This is so that the camera doesn't collide in some odd ways. I was thinking about feedback doing a move similar to Swampfire, but instead of releasing fire from his hands, he hovers. He uses his hair thingy to shock the ground to hover. Why would he do that, though? Well, I'm on board with it, but what's the purpose of it? It's so good looking. I didn't even have to make an animation for that. It just looked like that. Okay, sorry. Like, I don't know what the purpose of hovering there would be. Lodestar used to do that, but then I realized it was useless. So now he can move when he's hovering. Feedback could do that, but that doesn't really feel like feedback, does it? I love both Goop and Wildmud. They're just so cute, and they have interesting bodies. Yeah, actually, I did actually, sorry, I'm saying actually a lot. That would look cool. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't think it'd work. I can figure out, it's not a big issue. But I improved, Goop's animations, so let me, yeah. Before, let me show what they used to look like. And now they look like. Just a couple changes. One of your aliens is definitely Goop, yeah. Oh, in this game, thanks. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But then the other thing I wanted to talk about, which also might not be able to, you might not be able to give any feedback on, is the enemies in level 13. Because right now they're pretty much useless, and they're just there to like be cannon fodder. Let me grab Ben. Let me turn off the night thing. We don't need this. There you go. Also, have you not had master control for testing like you are now? Have you not had a master control for testing like you are now? I don't really know what master control would change. I guess infinite energy? Where is an area where there's enemies? Right here. Yeah, so we got the drones, and then do this. Okay, ignore the dialogue. And then you can attack them. There's no reaction when you attack them. And then just shoot at them. What do I train to make it more interesting? Do I just remove them? So you don't run out of energy, giving you more time for this? But yeah, I should probably do that. I mean, I can just add a variable when I do. Yeah, next time I do like a showcase video, like an alien showcase thing, I'll just give myself infinite energy. But a couple ideas, I think. One, they should probably be bigger. I think they should be like way bigger, because right now it's hard to actually like. You can hit them, but you don't actually, your fist doesn't touch them and it looks odd. So I think making them bigger, more like scary as well. And then making it so they like move side to side so they're not all grouped up like this. Right now, you can't see what I'm talking about. I think that would help as well. Like they barely vary up. And their attack is really boring. It's just shooting at you. I feel like it should be more than that. Why am I armed red? Yeah, I'm not sure what to do there. But do you guys think if I made them bigger and made it so they like move further apart, that'd be better? Why is your water purple? I think we have more important instructions on. Yeah. That's at the beginning of the level. Here. That's where it's supposed to trigger. I was playing Far Cry 5 when I was making this, so I thought it was a cool idea, because in those games, if you like exit a building, it's really bright out for a second, like in real life. So I thought that'd be a cool thing, so I have that right here. best control, you can also change from. You can already do that. Have them throw water balloons and have their arms circle around and okay, wait. And throw water balloons. I like that. I like maybe not water balloons, maybe acid balloons, and have their arms circle round and round. Okay, what do you mean by that though? I can Zumbozo. Oh, I'm in scenes right now. We need to go to elements. I'm playing Far Cry 3 right now. It's the best one. Probably. Okay, I'll play it. I have an issue playing like downgrades, even though they're not really downgrades, but I mean like graphically of games I've already played. So I can make them throw water balloons or acid balloons. You mean these arms? Okay, well it's all connected, but it's all one sculpt right now, so I'll change that. Yeah, I can have those arms circle. Would they still shoot bullets though, or would that just not be a thing they do? The issue is, why would they circle their arms if they have the propeller? You know what I'm saying? Oh, there it goes. I think one thing would just be making it have brighter eyes too, like that. I think that itself just makes it a lot scarier looking. Hey, I will leave now. It was fun. Okay, yeah. This is a short stream, and I'm fine with that because we made a ton of changes to combat that are super important. So I'm really happy with this one. Oh, also the propeller should move faster. No one thought I was weird the second episode of the Ultimate Alien, Clean Pierce. This is the exact same thing to do. Yeah. Oh, it's moving as fast as it can? What? How? It's so slow. Why is it so... Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. I just thought it would be goofy to make... I agree. Yeah, I don't know what to do there. I don't think... Actually, its nose does nothing, even though it's like a missile shape. So I could have the arms also rotate and have them be like stubbier. And then I could have this shoot water balloons at you. They're acid balloons. What if it has two states instead of just one? What if it alternates between shooting the bullets at you and another state where its arms spin and it will shoot the acid balloons at you? I think that's cool. And then the teeth, I think we just need to make them bigger. I think we need teeth that are this large. Okay, they go to... Yeah, let's fix that, but I think we need teeth that are super huge. Make them spin at an angle of 45 degrees. As in, like... Wait, an angle of 45 degrees. Like, this? Again, yeah, ignore all this, but... You mean like, this? Yeah, okay. It'll work. But where's the... Oh, here it is. Yeah. What is it doing? I don't know what's causing it to do that. There's no code making it... Okay. It just flies off. What are you working on now? I have to leave. Oh, we're working on enemies in level 13. We're just trying to make them better. Okay, regardless, I think having the teeth be this small was a mistake. I think having them be super large would be way better. And I'll also add like a health bar to them. Same with these guys, because I don't think they even have a health bar, do they? Or maybe... Okay, they do have a health bar, but these don't. I think that'll help a lot as well. So I think that will make them better, and I'll make these guys bigger as well. Yeah, okay, so... That's some cool changes, I like that. I think that's all. This is weird that it's one of the shorter streams, because I thought it would be... Because it's so important, I thought it'd be longer, but... A lot of progress was made, so I'm happy with it. I'm just gonna check to make sure I didn't miss any other, cutscene changes I made or anything. Oh, cool. It's fan pitch. I don't think so. Yeah. Alright. Well, thank you for all the feedback, guys. That, like, helped a lot. Like, this is... I stand by, this is the most important stream. Because of changing all that stuff with combat, that's huge. Yeah, I'll begin implementing that today. And then I'll hopefully finish it tomorrow, but it might take a couple days. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for being here. And we're close to the game coming out, so... Hooray. Could you make it so the teeth health drop... Okay, wait. Make it so the teeth's health drops, teeth fly out there... What does that... Could you make it so as the teeth's health drops... Okay, got that. Teeth fly out their mouth, not as a gun or projectile stick. Yeah, I can do that. I'll probably do that. Sure. Alright. Thank you, everyone, and, goodbye. Bye, Greg. Bye, rest of you as well.